Pueo.
Aloha, everyone. First of all, I want to thank the Pono Alliance, the Geo. Oh, I always get nervous before I get warmed up. The Pono Alliance, GMO Free Hawaii, Sierra Club, Recycling Hawaii, the Community Rights Coalition, the Home Rule organizations, and the Babes Against Biotech. Because of you, I want to thank for us, because you are making it for us, the people, and not the corporations. So mahalo to all of you. Now, based on, oh, by the way, this is the flyer that's out there. If you want to see what I'm all about, it's GMO. I'm a non-GMO person. The Puna Geothermal, I'm like not geothermal. Where's our solar? I keep saying, where's our solar? Let's make the solar fields, and if you make the solar fields, they will come. And this is not happening. So if you elect me, that will happen. But anyway, this is out there for you to see. So you need to know what type of person I am, because you don't know me. I'm a person of my word, always have been. I was, as many of you already know, I was born to a single mom on Oahu. She was born in Kona, as well as my grandmother was born in Honolulu. We come from the stock of plantation workers, which means we had to learn how to work hard. Either imprisonment or they would have been sent back to the Azores. As I grew up, my mom put food on the table and a roof over our heads, as she constantly reminded us. The thing is that we were not there for handouts, we were there to work. And so I grew up with appreciation of what we had and to be self-reliant. To the fact is, I always got boyfriends that showed me how to repair the cars. I knew how to tune up the engines. My grandfather taught me how to do fence posts on his farm. To be self-reliant. And to learn how to make bread. There was learn how to be self-reliant. Let the earth, the Aina, teach you and respect it. And so when I came here to Puna to live from Oahu, was caused by a major car accident. And it took me about 10 years to reclaim my health. And then I started growing things on my farm. And then I started doing, well, I'm going to do a guacamole business. And then I started paying attention to what's happening. And I started listening. So I'm a late bloomer. And I started to, this is what I suddenly realized. The candidates that we have in office, I never thought that they would do laws that would cause us harm. And now chicken skin, and they have. I promise you this, that this office, if you elect me, is your office. And I will never betray this Aina. And I will not betray you. Mahalo.
Thank you. And now we get to the round of questions. And the question is, what proof do you have that GMO is harmful? What proof do you have that organic is more nutritional? Why should you be allowed to force GMO off the shelf? These are my questions,
Okay, thank you. If you just take a look at what Kauai is all about right now, it's just like Monsanto. You can go to the mainland. They are using herbicides, pesticides, and guess what? They're fighting now the Kauai Council, where the Kauai Council is saying, we don't want this spray near our schools. We don't want this spray near our water. If they were legitimate, they'd say, you know what, you're right. Even though we don't agree that this pesticides are poison, we'll abide. But they don't even do that because they figure they got the power, they got the control. It's just like the plantation mentality before, when they would pull a worker to work. Okay? If he didn't want to work, they'd bullwhip him. Well, it's the same type of mentality. So what is the proof? There are ongoing studies now. California University, I believe, has a study out now about autism. You know, when I was growing up, I was real fortunate that the majority of people that were being born were healthy. You take a look now and see all the diseases and illnesses and handicaps that children are being born with. You've got to ask yourself why. Okay, so there is proof. You just have to keep looking at it. And one of the problems is that we need to have health studies. And that's not being done by the county, by the state, or by the federal. And based on that, you've got to ask why. Thank you.
Stay right there, stay right there. What a colorful panel we have here, don't you agree? Yes, how about another round of applause for them? Okay, now, I want to hear a slam bam 2 minutes, convincing them why they should vote for you and not the other candidate. So come on, get lively, gang.
Okay, why vote for me? You need to know that aside from being partly raised by my grandparents in Kamuela on their farm, I've always had to work for my food. And based on that, with a hardworking mother, if we couldn't afford it, we didn't get it. So when I worked full-time, part-time, and on-call, working from 8 to 18 hours a day just to pay that mortgage, I'd had many jobs, professional jobs. Believe it or not, I was a union shop steward for Local 556 on Oahu, including a union negotiator for them for the Haliko Hotel. I've also been a taxi coordinator for Oahu, and I've had hundreds of dependent and independent taxi cab drivers for Charlie's Taxi and Tours. So I've had both professional hats. I've had the professional hat of being a manager, also as an employee, and also as a union representative and shop steward. I've come up the hard way, I've learned. And this is what you need to know from me, is that if you give me that opportunity to represent you, I will work hard. I don't have all the answers. I don't claim to have all the answers, but I'm gonna listen to you. I talked to a researcher, a scientist from Oahu, and he says, you know, Frannie, because I brought to him about the problems about the rats that we have in our island and destroying our crops and destroying our birds. I says that they don't want to listen to me. He says, as a scientist, you need to listen to the people. You are the front and not only do you know what the problem is, but you also have the solutions. And that's what I promise you, is that I am going to work for you. You are my boss, not the mayor, not the governor, not no one else. You are my boss. Thank you. Mahalo.
Okay, then, sit down. I gotta get something in there too.